Welcome to the online tutor training, Student Engagement Tips. In this video, we will go over 4 tips that you can use to keep your student engaged during the lesson. These are general tips that can be used with any student regardless of their grade level. That being said, for some students, these strategies will not be necessary. Do not feel like you need to use them if your student is focused and engaged. Tip 1. Create a checklist. Before starting the session, write out a checklist of the lesson steps you will get through with your student that day. Feel free to reach out to your SC for support with this. After each step is completed, have your student check it off on the whiteboard. This will allow your student to clearly see what they will be working on for the day, keeping them focused on the lesson. Tip 2. Use a timer. A timer is great for students who are always asking how much time they have left in the lesson or when they will be moving on to the next step of a lesson. By using a timer, your student will be able to see how much time they have left on a particular activity or in their session. The easiest way to do this is by using your cell phone if you are comfortable using it. Students also may like helping to choose the sound the alarm will make on your phone. Tip 3. Give students a specific job. Students often respond well to having responsibility. By giving your student a specific job or responsibility, they will be more engaged and motivated to work. A very easy example is to designate your student as the whiteboard eraser. Be clear when it is time to erase by saying, "Please erase the board now." Alternatively, you can ask your student to get out the lesson packet you will be working on that day if you have extra time in your session. Feel free to get creative with this and use it in a variety of ways throughout the lesson. Tip 4. Use countdowns. If you need a student to complete something quickly, consider counting down to encourage them. This is a bit different than using a timer, which we use to show the student how much time they have left on a particular piece of the lesson. A countdown, which involves verbally counting down for 10 to 20 seconds, is used to have a student complete a task quickly. For example, if you want a student to erase the whiteboard or clean up materials on the desk, give them 10 seconds to do so. This will encourage them to move quickly in a fun way. Again, these 4 tips may not be necessary for many students. Only use these tips if you and your site coordinator feel your students' time at reading partners could improve by implementing these strategies.
All right, Donald, so last vocabulary word we're going to go over. Do you remember what a territory is?
A territory is like a place that is yours. Like my home is my territory.
Yeah, very good. Nice job. All right, so let's come back to our checklist here. So first thing we did is I read to you and we checked that off. And now we just finished our vocabulary review, so let's go ahead and check that off on the whiteboard. There you go. Great, and what's next on our checklist?
A sequence of events, introduction.
Introduction, nice. All right, let's get into that. All right, Arthur, so we are going to start the Tutor Read Aloud now. We're going to read this slam dunk book. But what I'm going to do, we're going to do this for 10 minutes, so I want to set the timer for 10 minutes. Does that sound okay? All right, so when we are done, when this timer goes off, that means we're going to be done with the Tutor Read Aloud, and we're going to move on to the lesson. Sound good? All right, great. So you ready? You can hit start whenever you're ready to go. Right on there. See it? Got it. All right, Donald, we're going to go ahead and practice a few sounds on the whiteboard. Does that sound okay?
Yes.
All right, great. Do you want to be in charge of the eraser for this?
Yeah.
All right, great. So I'm going to point to a sound, and if you get it right, I want you to erase just that sound. Okay? What's this one? Good. Go ahead and erase it. Nice. What about that one? Yep, erase it. Awesome. What about this one? Yep. Perfect. Erase it. What about that one? Great. Erase it. And last one? That one's shh. Say it again. Good. Erase everything. Perfect. All right, Arthur, we are going to clean up this space and move on to the next step. Can you have all of this stuff in the bin and the whiteboards piled up in 10 seconds? All right, let's do it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, and the whiteboards. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Perfect. You got it. Good job.
Thank you for taking the time to sit and watch this video. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to your site coordinator or regional site coordinator next time you're at your reading center. Keep your eyes peeled for emails about future in-person trainings that will take place monthly at various sites around the city. We look forward to seeing you soon.